And the story of her escapade with regards to her assault was captured in all international newspapers, including local newspapers, as I show you. Yeah?
Yeah. That's a picture of her in her hospital bed.
Hospital bed. And she would later succumb to the injury and will pass on. But Fela would eulogize her with the song titled Unknown Soldier. So I enjoy people to actually go and listen to that song. It's titled Unknown Soldier.
And the reason he chose that title is because the family and others, because actually after beating up people, it said even some of the young ladies who were there were raped.
Well, essayed, yeah, sexually assaulted.
The whole compound was burnt down.
Yep.
They claim it was an explosion, but everybody who had been part of that said there were over 1,000 soldiers that descended on this place. If you can imagine, 1,000 soldiers. This is what happens when you have dictators in place, right? So Americans, watch out. But that fire spread to other properties nearby that had nothing to do with Fela. And so they, with the international focus and the outcry from people locally as well, there was supposedly an inquiry that took place to figure out what happened and who could be held responsible for what happened. And of course, this was all, as we would say, a kangaroo court, because what they came up with was what occurred happened
could be attributed to the unknown soldier.
Could be attributed to unknown soldier.
So that was the title of the song.
That was it. So nobody ever had to take responsibility for what happened. And the millions of really Naira dollars now that was lost in terms of that whole compound, because it didn't just house Fela and all his concubines and wives and dancers and everybody else. There was also a medical clinic there as well.
Yeah.
But nobody had to pay a penny to replace what was damaged either. And so that is where the title of that song comes from, Unknown Soldier.
Unknown Soldier. So if you listen to it, you will find that it basically gives you a walkthrough of what transpired and how he eventually lost his mom. It also gives you a brief history of who the woman is. So you begin to understand why this woman is not just an icon, not just the Lion of Lishabi as she is known, but also the mother of Nigeria,